If this message showed up on your page, it's not a coincidence. This is a divinely channeled message for you. God is saying, tell them to go. See, you already heard that, didn't you? You're putting it off. And maybe some of you are going to friends asking, what do you think? Or your parents, or tarot readers. You're asking everyone, what would they do? Or how should you handle the situation? And it's really that you are just looking for permission, unconsciously looking for permission for someone to tell you what you already know. But you keep putting it off. Why? There's only one reason why, and you already know that reason. Because you're afraid. What are you afraid of? Right now, I'm going to give you a gift. I want you to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And then you're going to go beyond that to where your real pain is. Okay? So, what am I afraid of? I'm afraid that I will make a mistake, that I will regret my decision. Okay, and why is that? Because maybe I can't do better than what I'm doing right now. Okay, and why is that? Why do I think I can't do better than what I have right now? Because I don't qualify, because I'm not good enough. Okay? And if you're not good enough and you can't do better, let's say you make this decision and something worse comes along, or you just can't do better and you end up alone or somehow worse off, then what? Then I'll suffer. Okay? And then what? What about that will make you suffer? Well, I'll feel unworthy, or I'll be alone, or I will feel like a failure and therefore unlovable, or I will feel unworthy and therefore unlovable, or I will feel not good enough and therefore unlovable. Okay, and then if you feel unlovable, then what? Then no one will love me. And if no one will love me, then what? Then I'm alone. Life is meaningless. I am not lovable. And I will just suffer by myself forever. Okay, we're really peeling it back all the way to the subconscious mind. Okay, so from that place, you will suffer by yourself forever. Then what? Then what? Here's the breakthrough. Then nothing. Right? I mean, that's it. You'll just suffer forever and be alone. Okay. Or you'll end up at a worse job, hate it, suffer, lose everything, whatever the fear is, right? Wherever you've been told to leave, whether it's a relationship or a job. Okay. Lose it all, suffer. Okay. And then what? From that place, can you find another job? From that place, even if it's that you're alone and you're suffering, you left a relationship, you can never do better. Like, even if you're by yourself forever, like, will you be okay? Like, could you somehow be okay in the end? Fear is like monsters that live under your bed. And when we are afraid of those monsters and we like imagine them, and like we imagine how scary they are. We've never seen them. We've never experienced them, but we imagine them, how gruesome they are, how terrible and how mean they are and how vicious and how ugly they are, right? And we imagine them, and the more that we imagine them, the more scared that we get, Oh my God, I heard something under the bed. I thought I heard something, or oh my God, something is there. But when you have the courage to grab a flashlight and take a look under the bed, you will notice that there is nothing there. It was your imagination that created it. That's how fear is. About loss, about unworthiness, which, by the way, all suffering is linked to powerlessness and unworthiness. I was a spiritual counselor and coach for about 5 years, and I could tell you, with the hundreds of people that I worked with, when we stripped back, just like we just did now, for every unique individual that I've worked with, when we strip it back to what is the real fear, where is this really coming from? It is always unworthiness. The fear of unworthiness, and therefore not being worthy of love, not being loved. And because you are not loved, you will suffer. It all comes down to this. And that all comes from the neglect that we experienced, the way we felt misunderstood by our parents, rejected by our parents or our caretakers, abandoned by them, even if it was not a full abandonment, but they were at work all the time, or we were even being dropped off at daycare for your first time, especially if you were in infancy. That creates abandonment, the wound of abandonment in a child. So you can say, oh, I had the best parents, I was never abandoned. Trust me, there were ways that you felt abandoned or neglected. There were ways that they failed to love you in the specific way in which you needed to be loved. You needed to be seen. You needed to be heard and understood. And that's the past. That's that. We don't need to go there. And we don't need to blame our parents. We could see them as a woman and a man on this earth that were simply doing the best that they could. And if you're an adult and you've been alive for 25 years, 30 years, you know, you're starting to feel it, that it is difficult. Okay? So we give them grace, like we give ourselves grace. But the point of this post is for you to go. Because what you fear, you are already creating. Let's say you fear being, going and never finding someone again and being alone and being unhappy and suffering. You are alone in that relationship. Yeah, you might have a body with a pulse next to you, but you don't feel loved. You don't feel like you're in a real relationship. So you're already alone and you're already suffering and unhappy in that relationship.